Good morning, everybody. This is Kerry from the Schmidt House. Um, haven't been out in a while. Andrea's been doing all the videos here lately. I've been kind of struggling a little bit health-wise. Nothing really major, just old man problems, I guess. Last year I was overweight, way overweight, and started dieting, and it took me about 6 months to lose 25 pounds, and I really felt good. I felt a lot better, and I was getting out doing a bunch of work, and that's where I think I overdid it and ended up hurting my back. I went to the doctor. I had a herniated disc, and he gave me meds for that, so I was down for a while. And in that short time, the steroid he gave me and just sitting around the house eating, I gained all that weight back. And then kind of got over that, the back problem, feeling a little better. So I started the fence project. And boy, that really tore me up. Just tearing down 700 foot of fence, cleaning up the old fence line, trees, cedar, smooth it up, putting all the posts back in, new posts, new braces, all the new T-posts, and then 9 strands of barbed wire. And it was a big job for me. Thank goodness Andrea helped some, and she helped quite a bit, actually. It probably never would have got done. But haven't been doing well, haven't had any energy, just kind of sitting around doing nothing. About the time the fence project wasn't even quite done yet, my back kind of went out again. I developed tendonitis in my right ankle. My left ankle, I had gout in my toe and my toe on my left foot, and I basically couldn't even walk. I was just hobbling around the house using a cane. It was awful. I went back to the doctor, and he put me on some medicine for the gout. Of course, the tendonitis, he just said, going to have to deal with it and do some stretches. And, I've been trying to do that, but really hasn't done much. Hasn't helped. It still bothers me a little bit. Back still bothers me, but the next problem was my weight. So Andrew and I were in a local bar here about a month ago and walked in there. I hadn't been in there in a while and saw the bartender. It had been at least a month or so since we'd been in there, and he looked totally different. He'd lost a bunch of weight. He was kind of a big guy before. And I asked him, man, what'd you do? Lost all that weight. And he said, I went on the carnivore diet. And he said, look, the weight just fell off. And I said, well, what's that? And he said, oh, you just eat meat. And he says, mainly I eat eggs and bacon every day, eggs and bacon. And just drink water, nothing but water. So I did a little research on it, and I keep seeing that it wasn't healthy, it was unhealthy. And if you don't do it if you have high blood pressure, don't do it if you have high cholesterol. And I have all those things. But out of desperation, I said, I'm going to try this. So I've been on that diet, this carnivore diet, for 8 days now. And I've lost, in 8 days, I think I've lost about 12 pounds. And last year when I was on that diet, trying to do it the right way, it took me 2 months to lose 12 pounds. So I think what I need to do is just get a little exercise, move around a little bit, and start on a little project out here at the property, something that we've been wanting to do for a while and just haven't had a chance to do. So what I have here is all these pavers. I don't know how many of them there are exactly. I can't remember. I want to say there's about 260 of them, 250. And I'm going to put these down on the floor inside of our barn. Now, our barn is fairly level and flat in there because I'd worked this all with a skid steer, but when you put these pavers down, everything really shows up. So I'm going to have to do a lot of hand work and just a little at a time, put them in there, smoothing up the floor in there, the ground, and level it all out. And I've kind of started that. There's not much light in here. Pretty dark. I don't know how well you can see it, but I started kind of raking it out. Just going to work my way over there, come out here a little ways, get it as flat as I think I can, and then lay a row of pavers along the edge there and see how it looks, and just keep working my way out until I get all the way over there, 22 foot over there. So it's going to take a while. I mean, I won't get it today for sure. It's going to take many days because I don't want to overdo my back, but a little at a time, see what we get done today. And I'm not going to be able to set the tripod up and take you with me while I'm doing this because I left the tripod at home. I've left everything at home. Just was thinking about getting this done and forgot all about that. So I'm going to cut it off here, and then I'll bring you back when I get a little bit further along. Okay, it's been a few days later. Back kind of gave out on me the other day. Not too bad. It just started hurting a little bit, and I didn't want to overdo it. So went home. Got Andrea came back with me today, her and the girls, and Andrea's going to help, and we're going to go ahead and definitely not get it finished, but we're going to get quite a bit of it put down, I think. Got this really cold weather coming in. So it's supposed to come in sometime today. For the next week, it's supposed to get down into the teens and possibly single-digit wind chills, chance of rain, snow, or sleet. So we want to try to get this done today a little bit. Need to come drain our well, drain the water pipes on our well and stuff also. So I think it was 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago when I was here. And I told you I was on this diet, and I had lost, at that time, I can't remember what did I?
You said 12 pounds.
I think, down 12 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm only down 11. So I don't know what happened. I actually went down 16 pounds, and then the last 2 days I've gained weight. And they say that's normal on this diet. I don't know if inflammation or whatever. I'm feeling really good, feeling great, but the last 2 days I've hardly eaten anything and gained weight, so that's kind of strange. I think if we get out here and I do a little work, and move around a little bit, a little exercise, that'll help too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get down here and start scraping the floor and smoothing it out, and Andrea will start handing me some bricks, and we'll see how far we get. And also we brought some of that expandable foam, as you see around the edges there. There's all the light coming in. When it's put a little shot of expandable foam in there to seal all that up. Kind of make it a little less, so mice don't get in here as quite as easy, because we've noticed had some deer corn in here and the mice have been getting into it. So try to help that a little bit. So okay, we'll go ahead and get started.
Mommy, my knee already.
Look out, so Daddy can put them down. Well, it's going pretty quickly. That pole right there, right where near Carrie's at, that is exactly the halfway mark. So that's good. Some of the pavers are a little wobbly. Probably the right way to do this would be to put an inch of sand down, but this is just for us and make the ground a little less dusty, especially if we decide to camp out in here one night. So it'll work fine for us. And we'll probably go back and just add a little sand on the edges and the cracks. It's coming along well. The girls decided to come out of the truck and check it out. How's it look?
Nice. I like the way it sounds.
Oh yeah? Oh. Hey, y'all just don't get in Daddy's way, okay?
Avery thinks Daddy is in her way.
That Daddy's in her way?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That sounds like Avery.
Now we step on it. Cold outside today.
Mm-hmm. Not as cold as it'll be tomorrow.
So far so good. My back holding up. As long as I can just stand and walk. But I have to get down on the ground and level up and smooth it out. That kind of gets to it a little bit. Yeah, guys, when I'm away.
If these fall on your fingers, they will really hurt.
Yep.
That makes
That's why y'all had to stay in the car. Okay, why don't you go back outside now, okay? Y'all don't have to go in the... No, y'all can play outside right there. Just stick together.
And one for Daddy. And one out for Daddy.
It's a good plan.
So Daddy said not do this. But yeah, I don't think he'll do that. Daddy, I don't do this, but
I might if you step in front of me, but I'll try not to. All the pavers are down. A little bit of a chore, but not too bad, it's doable. Just have to do this one edge here, and these tiles are all going to have to be chopped, so that's going to be on another day. Maybe this weekend. Okay, so our next step is to fill in this last little gap along here. And a full brick won't quite fit, so we're gonna have to chop one off. And I went ahead and did one off camera, see how it worked, and it worked pretty good. I was able to break that off and it fits in there pretty good. We need to do this all the way down. So first I'm gonna clean this, smooth out this bottom, and then bring some pavers in here, start chopping them and putting them in there. And once we get them all in there, we did get some sand. We got 2 bags of what we got was just this play sand, and then a 40-pound bag of Quikrete. The Quikrete we want to put around the outside edges, this little gap out here. Just fill that in. Kind of hopefully it'll help keep critters from digging through. You can see here it's pretty wide. We have a gap also on the outside here. I just need to go on the outside and put a few more screws in there. You can see that one screw was put in there. It wasn't, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it went through the metal, but the tin, but not through the beam. So it just needs to be pushed all the way through. But anyway, and then the sand will just scatter it all across the top of these bricks. Kind of walk around on them, move them around, try to get it to fall down in between them to kind of lock them all together. Take a broom, sweep the excess up, and then it's good enough for us. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this last row. But I got something else I got to do this afternoon, so I'm going to cut this video here. But it's no hurry and it's nothing fancy for us. It's just a storage room, and I really like the way it turned out. If you like this video, look us up for other ones, and don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless.